Alfredo Silva. My God, I
What?
hear you fine, brother.
Long time no see, man. How you doing?
Long time no see. Still no see. I'm doing great, Alfredo. I'm doing really, really good. How are you doing?
You know, man. Crazy moment, crazy
Uh,
times.
for those who don't know, this is Alfredo Silva, who has come from 6 generations of
Correct.
circus performing with Circus Moscow. Yeah?
Well, with a lot of different circuses.
A lot of different circuses.
Yeah.
And that's gone on to just go into everything. Now your feet, you've done the deadliest games, like 5, how many? I don't know how many times. You're
Yeah.
on Franco Dragoon's personal Rolodex for a guy he can call as a go-to guy. You're in Vegas
In
doing
Vegas at the
the
moment. Yeah.
show there,
Yeah. I
and
mean, at the moment there is no shows, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, there's nothing at all.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately, but soon.
when I grew up, Alfredo, I want to be you. When I talk about superheroes, and this is really what I want to like. I love about what we do is working with other people and helping them and make them stronger. I want them to be better. You just want that for people, and what you are just so good at as when we did our show in Macau, and we should tell everyone a little about that. But you were, we came into tough circumstances, and you were always like, yeah, I can do this. Let me sweep the floor first. And you were just like, you would do anything. And you were always like, I got an idea. And you were always a can do, give it to me guy. There was never, there's always a time where you kind of go, that's tough, but you were a can do, you're a figure it out guy. How did you get that way? I mean,
I don't know, man. I
let's
guess
teach
that
that to people. Did you put that in a bottle?
I just guess that growing up the way I did in the circus, like
Uh-huh.
my family business, my backyard. I opened the door of my trailer. The circus is right there. The big stage was my playground. My cousin to the left, my uncle to the right, family all around. It's never time to be lazy. It's never time to create problems. I'm a solver of problems. I like to solve problems.
Yeah.
Problem solver. That's what I am. And I think that's the only way to go, to be honest.
How do you pass that on to your daughter? I mean, because today's different, right? If you don't grow
Dude,
up in a circus, you're in Vegas. It's not the same. The tent.
you know, is a bit. I get sad sometimes when I start the business that we are in, and I see all these new people. They come in, they want their makeup ready, they want their props ready, they want to get in, or their dress room is completely clean, ready for them.
Listen up.
I never had that. I had to set up the tent, drive the truck, pack everything, unpack, preset, clean, rehearsal, perform to sell tickets. So by the time everything was handled to me, nothing was handled to me. I have to go and get it myself. And I think, it's just here, everything is in your mind. If you put obstacles in front of you, they there. Big walls, big towers, big halls. I prefer not to have these kind of problems because the world and life already give those to you. So
Yeah.
I prefer to make it easy. Yeah.
And what do you have in front of you now?
So
Challenges.
I have a big mountain actually at the moment because I'm a bit worried about the industry, and I mean, this COVID-19, I'm sure is gonna change everything and everyone. Nothing really gonna go back to normal. I mean, what was normal, correct?
Yeah.
So you see people struggling financially, the health, people, I know it's sad, but domestic violence because people staying too much time inside the house, divorces, assaults. I mean, and when everything comes back to normal, everybody is full of negativities and full of this stress. And we are in the show business, and show business is very simple. If people don't need to go, they don't go. They need to eat, they need to dress, they need to drink. They don't need to go see shows. So is I'm standing that's my vision,
Yeah.
you know, and I think we're gonna have to adapt, and whoever don't adapt is gonna pay a big price.
They're going to be left behind.
For
Uh,
sure, for sure.
so what are the challenges? What do you see the opportunities coming up? Because you're not alone in this. I mean, we're all there.
Yeah.
I think that I think that there will be entertainment, right? People will always need to. I think that as our hardship increases and global warming is going to create some global situations that are going to level the playing field again, like this pandemic. But as this goes on and we become wiser and we're survivors, but the harder the fight is, the more we're also going to need to let off some. I
Yeah.
think there is a place for this.
There is a place, but it's gonna take a while. I think 6 months to 1 year to level up the entertainment, you know, the shows, the live shows, musicals, and all that. That's my humble opinion.
Mhm.
I don't know much about that, you know. Where I came from the circus, since I was a little kid, I heard that circus gonna die
Mhm.
because of the technology.
We do here, yeah.
So cinema came, shopping malls came, internet came. We still surviving, like you said. We still here. Is struggling, is difficult, yes, but you know, it's like I said, it's adjustments to be done, and I don't really know how the level, the quality of the entertainment will be when we come back. Unfortunately for myself, I don't know how to do anything else. I was a performer since I was a little kid, so I have no other choice but keep going.
Yeah, yeah. And let me go back. You mentioned that your domestic violence is up. With this pandemic has come. Uh, we've surfaced some ugly things about humanity in that. I think also equally some good things have surfaced. But
Yeah.
that's, in my opinion, that's a choice, right? Because if I could sit home and just drink myself stupid, or I could sober up. I could go down either road here.
Yeah.
How is this played out for you?
Look, my thoughts are very simple. Everything is so difficult out there. Once you open the door, why make it more difficult inside? You know what I mean? I mean, of course, well, right now I'm about to get married. I'm engaged with someone,
Congratulations.
and she's from Poland. I'm Brazilian. Mentalities are different. So instead of making her believe in my beliefs, I tell her my point of view. If she get it, good. If she don't get it, is no need to, you know, to keep hitting heads. You know what I mean? You know,
Are
it's
you
not
both?
roses and chocolate. No, of course not. You know, no relationship is like that. But the most important is it worth it? You know, I'm the first one to fight for my rights. And if I believe on something, man, believe me, the only way to make me give up is killing me. So then I believe you gotta go for it. But you know, for little stuff, man, look out of the window, man. Everybody has something, and sometimes worse than your situation. So the goal is, let's push through this. Things gonna get back to normal,
Mhm,
and there you go.
mhm,
It's about resilient. We can't just
mhm.
take the good moments. You know, I mean, that is okay. There is so. There is really bad ones, and you gotta roll with the punches. You know,
Yeah.
go with them and see where it's gonna take you. Nothing lasts forever. That's number one. That's one of my philosophies. If things are going great, believe me, it's gonna stop. If things are going really, really bad, it's gonna come back up. Nothing lasts forever. Be smart, enjoy the moments,
Mhm.
and don't stress too much when things are really bad, because in 1 second things can come back up.
What's most important then to you? You know, as far as characteristics and priorities, what are your biggest priorities?
Look,
Service, family.
look, man, I'm
Uh,
a family guy. I'm a family guy. I grew up in a, I don't know, meters or feet. What is the metrics here? Meters. Let's say
let's
a
go.
7 meter caravan trailer.
Okay.
I share with my mom, my daddy, older sister, and my younger brother.
Hmm.
It's like, it's like a puzzle. We complete each other. we knew how to respect each other's place. We fought, don't get me wrong, we fought a lot of times,
Gotta be.
brother, sister, mother, father, but at the moment you mess with one, it's one for all and all for one. We were like a hive of bees, you know?
Yeah.
And that makes me realize that family is family, man. Family, no matter where you are, the situation, you know, they're gonna be there for you when you need them.
Mhm.
And I sure will be there for them when they need me. So family is priority, you know? I'm a very family orientated person.
Love that. A lot of respect for that. And surely, man, when the shows don't happen, the family is still there. And you know, when we lose our health or we get old, it's family. Family
Don't
is.
get me wrong. There is family that I wish I didn't have. That's okay. That's okay. But I'm talking about the true family. You know who they are, and they know who you are. That's those ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. What are you doing to keep your health up? Because you're
Look,
very
man,
fit.
I gotta be honest with you. When the first month of this situation, I was a bit of a letdown. Like I thought it would last like a week, maybe two.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was eating ice cream and pizza, me and my girl, like you know, drinking a little bit of whiskey here, watching some TV.
yeah,
I was like, okay, what can I do? And then after the 1 month, I said, wow, this is getting a bit too long and I don't want to get used to this lifestyle. So
right.
believe me or not, man, I want things, necessity is the creator of the inventions, right? So what we do with all this time, so everything is started basically with my fiance.
Hmm.
She said, I'm gonna open a TikTok account and I'm gonna do videos. Let I cannot perform, so at least I'm gonna perform home and share my skills, my abilities, my experience, my creations, my innovations, my reinventation, my whatever you call, with people that want to see it, right?
Right.
And dude, she her social media grew so much.
No kidding.
She's like almost 600,000 followers in like 3 months, maybe less than 3 months.
Wow.
Her videos are going all over the world because she did her flexibility things inside the house. We put a rigging point in the roof. I
Hmm.
opened the roof. I brought in a construction guy. We put a rigging point there, so she have the lira, she have her chains, whatever she wants. From there, she used cars. She did a split in 2 cars.
Okay.
So these videos have like over 10 million views right now, maybe even more. So
Wow.
people are talking a crazy circus performer from Las Vegas is bored and she's doing crazy videos for social media. And of course, then I start to do the videos with her, like stunts that we never done it before. We
Uh-huh.
created inside our apartment. That's where I am right now. I'm right close to the Orleans Casino right here in Las Vegas. Right, we created all this here. So,
Amazing. Amazing.
blocked, took her and me. My social media is growing, is like over 60,000 at the moment, like about 2 months, and took us everywhere. I mean, so I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch. There is always opportunities, and believe me, we were lazy at the beginning, like everybody else, and then
Yeah.
social media, videos, working out, keeping
Yeah.
shape, ready for the shows. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 months.
That's great. That's fantastic. Hit me the same way. I kind of came in at the backwards though. I was really excited. I was reading a lot. I was training a lot. Uh, I was really like amped up, and then it just kept going. And then I kind of fell off the wagon, and I was like, man, I burned out just a little bit by being too productive, and then I completely went like to zero. And
Too
now,
much time is in your hand. You want to do everything at once. I know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I feel you.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so now I'm getting, picking myself back up, which is another thing. Like, how do you handle it when you catch yourself a month into it? Too much pizza, too much. Like, I haven't been training. Like, do you get discouraged or depressed? Do you beat yourself up, or you just say, okay, let's get back up and go? Like, because it taken me a while not to be discouraged about I had a goal and I dropped it. I completely failed. Rather than dwelling on I failed on that, like that's okay because I still got 40, 50 years of life ahead of me. I'm going to fail a few more goals. So why lose another day feeling discouraged or like I'm a loser or I'm not disciplined enough? Instead, get rid of all that negative talk, get back up and say, I'm Alfredo. I'm formidable me. What can I do? What's my next step?
Is about knowledge, right? You know your body is completely lazy. You know you're out of shape, no stamina. So go there and say one step at a time. Baby steps. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to the gym, I was like, whoa, really? Really? And I was very active my whole life. I was like, ooh, I used to do this for warm up, and I cannot even do that my mat, you know. But I knew it was just a matter of time, couple of weeks. You know, you're gonna. It never gets easy, but your body gets stronger, and then you go from there. And then once you see the results, then you never stop. You know, like I just come back from the gym like an hour and a half ago. I was working out.
No, no kidding. Do you have that moment of before you go to the gym of like, I really don't feel like it, but I'm gonna go anyway?
Yeah, everybody has that, and I tell you, and that's the only bad part because once you get to the gym, this feeling is gone. You need to get to the gym no matter what. You know, you open your eyes in the morning, the alarm is there, and you go, okay, snooze. No, get out of the bed, go. Once you see the gym, is a different story.
That's it, folks. That is priceless. That is gold. Get to the gym. Whatever the gym is for you, just get out the
To the
door.
garage, to the living room, to your yoga mat, wherever it is, man, you just need to get there.
Yeah. And what if it's to the fridge where the ice cream's at and you're trying to cut back? So it's not something you need to do. It's something you need to not do. What's the secret there?
Look, for many, 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 many years ago, I used to be addicted to Coca-Cola, Pepsi, cola, soda, stuff like that. And I couldn't sleep if I didn't have a glass of cola. It was crazy because I had cola, and then 20 minutes later, I feel like I need more, you know?
Wow.
And for me, it was normal because I was always skinny, you know, I never had the belly because, you know, I burned it working the way I was. And then I decided to quit because when I was about, I would say 20 to 21 year old, people thought I was 28, 30.
Well, that's
Yeah.
sober, isn't it?
Yeah. So now I'm almost 39 and people think I'm 29, 30. I quit, man, because, and now sparkling water.
Mm,
Some water with some flavor on it. This is lemon. That is another flavor. Sparkling water. You know, I felt that I like the bubbles. I like the bubbles, and that's it. That's the secret for me.
yeah, that's fantastic.
Once in a while, no problem though, right? We gotta live. Huh? You only live once, but yeah, every day is no
But
good.
there's a big difference. You know, for me, I smoked for a number of years, which which is so addictive. And I found that the way that I completely kicked the habit was not so much a decision like I need to quit smoking, but I actually replaced it completely with I was training for one of the Spartan obstacle course races. I really liked that challenge, difficult and all that, but I wanted it so bad, and I was like, how do I get there? And my focus became so heavy on what I want and how do I fit that into my day, and it actually I kind of obsessed on it, and it just replaced. Next thing you know, time has gone by, and I have not done that. Same thing with cola. Like I just don't drink cola now because there is a bit of a choice. Like I want water, but I want water because I really want to be fit. I don't want to bonk or tank on a course. I want to get to the end and not feel like death.
And you know, the most important of them all, that's for anyone. I mean, athletes have this lifestyle.
Mm.
If you're not an athlete or a performer, you don't even know that. But basically, our body is like a machine. and food is fuel. What do you need? You know, you cannot feed just one type of fuel to the car. They have the oil, the engine oil, hydraulic oil. You need the right fuel for the right things. And look, you know, once a week, maybe even twice a week, you know, make yourself a favor, you know, eat something you like. But most of the time, you need to realize that when this machine breaks, you're gonna take it to the mechanic, and our mechanic is the hospital, and you don't want to be there.
No, no.
You
If
know,
you don't
so
take your health, man,
what is worth it to you? You know,
yeah, yeah, you don't have anything. Yeah, your diet is such a critical part of. I'm very intrigued by what we eat now. Also, sleep is just super important, and water. You just did a circus. Did it happen? The one that was for a good cause. It was May
well,
30th.
we tried to adapt here because, you know, everything was closed. Finally, we found a place that let us performing there because it belongs to a friend of a friend, and we were able to do a live performance. Yeah,
And
to help to raise. I think we raised 270,000 meals for people that are
wow.
not able to get the help from the government. So that was very rewarding because, you know, I keep saying to myself, oh, you know, it's like one of the Arnold Schwarzenegger's rules, you know, give it back. But I always say I want to do this, and you never have the time because, you know, our life is so busy. Last year we traveled so much. We have the shows, then I have family, then dog, then kids, then the car, then the bills, and finally we had the time to do something. And believe me, I was very happy that it happened.
Mhm.
And knowing that people will not have empty bellies during the night makes it special.
Yeah. Yeah, I really believe firmly that these are rights for all people. There's enough food. Everyone's capable of having
At
food.
least
Those
that.
of us with healthy shoulders,
Yeah.
we bear that load. That's an honor. It's an opportunity to give, and it always gives back in such a miraculous way. It just doesn't add up. And so,
Dude, I
congratulations.
believe that good things happen to good people. I'm a fair believer of that. I always believed that, you know, I believe that we are all equals, you know, there is no better, no worse. We behave differently, but we are the same, no
Say
matter
that again. Say that
where you're
again.
from,
This
color of
is really
skin,
important.
religion, and all that, you know. So I believe that eating, unfortunately, is still not able to everybody in the world at least have 3 meals a day. I know, but in my way of thinking, is the minimum of minimum 3 meals a day. And it's sad to know that a lot of people don't have this luxury. So I think we're supposed to, like you say, us people with a bigger shoulder, strong, should carry some of that load so the smaller people at least feed, you know.
Yeah. Who's been some of your mentors in life that you've really admired, that you've gone, that's somebody that I want to
Look,
be like, or I'd love to emulate?
I was lucky enough to grow up watching my heroes, man. Like my father and grandfather, I remember being I don't know, I would say 4 years old, close to 5, 4.5, and I watched them perform. Right, my father, the flying trapeze catcher, strong. My grandfather, the lion tamer, and the riding the globe of that. And I'm in the front of the circus. I remember that during the show, watching it. And when they stop the bike, they come out of the cage and they take a bow. And one day, I run so fast around the tent to hug them that I went inside the stage during the show. They're like, no, you cannot do that because they were my heroes. You know, I seen them, like I told you, set up the tent, driving the truck, the mud, the trucks don't go. We need help here. And then protecting, because believe me or not, bullying. I was bullied all my
No
life.
kidding.
I passed, dude. I gotta be honest. I don't know how many school I've been. It's impossible. Every week, every 10 days, a new school. You know, and the gypsy, the circus guy, and we have to defend our business, our family. So we had a lot of fights, man. We have to protect our family, and I grew up seeing my father and my grandfather do that, feed the family. grow a business, make people laugh, make people feel emotions, you know. And I'm lucky enough. I was very lucky to grow up watching my heroes close by, so they inspire me really.
What would you say to, you know, there are people who are still stuck at home. Let me say that better. I don't know. They're in certain situations where they look at your life and go, the grass is greener over there. I really aspire to be somebody like you who has done so much. And fair enough. These are good goals and dreams. And whether they're young or they're old, I'm 56. I'm a late bloomer, and I want to be like you. So
I've done that all my life, okay, and I'm very happy I do that. And I'm gonna include the social media on this because it's very close. People always tend to show the friends, the family, the world, the good moments of their life. You know, it's like, oh, the neighbor have a brand new car, and you know he drive the car, but then he don't tell you he's crying because he have to pay that bill, or he have to do an extra job, he sleep less, he spend less time with their family to pay for that car. So you should never really bother about other people's life, you know, like people come with new things, accomplishments, I'm happy for them, I say good, but I don't really know what they go through to keep it and maintain that. It's like, oh, the neighbor's grass is greener than mine. It's not. It's a myth. Everybody have problems. They just tend to show up and show off a little bit of the happier moments on Instagram, Facebook, blah 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 blah. I was talking to a friend the other day, you know, and I had gonna say an argument with my fiance, and she said, "Oh man, crazy! I never thought you guys look so good on." Yeah, of course, because that's what we are showing. We show the work when we're smiling and kissing, but you know, no, nobody's life is perfect. So forget about it. Live your life. Do what's the best for you. I'm sure at the end of the story, you're gonna come up with the best options and the best choices. You know, so don't bother too much about other people. If you can get inspired by other people in a positive way, then go for it. You know, if there is something that's in the back of your mind and you're like, I was thinking about the gym, or I was thinking about performing arts. Maybe this Alfredo guy, let me look into him and see. Or dancing, there is that girl, or actor, you know, wherever your mind wants to take you. Then, yeah, it's like a breeze taking the little paper plane on, you know, you go with it, but don't stress too much about other people's life, really. Is you never know the real thing, you know, so do decisions for you,
yeah,
whatever works the best for you. That's what I say, and never gonna go wrong.
awesome. Such great advice. Do you have like fears or negative voices going in your head that you have to battle
I'm
and
full of
fight?
fears. I'm full of fears. But I face them, right? And it's crazy, right? It's crazy, but people talk to me and I tell them that, and I'm not lying. I'm honest, man. My biggest fear is not be able to find work.
Mm.
And people go, "Are you kidding me? You are the best in what you do. You've done all the shows. You are in TV all the time, but I have family. I have kids. I have a fiance. I help my mother. So if I go down, a lot of people go down with me. So I cannot really take decisions. I want this. No, I mean, where I go, there is 3, 4, 5, 6 people that will pay a big price if something goes wrong, you know? And that's my fear. But it's been proven to me that there was a moment in my life that that's one of your questions. I know I was kind of thinking about changing directions. I say, wow, I risk so much, man. It's not worth it, you know? I was like, no recognition, why I do this really, what I'm getting. And I was thinking about changing my line of work. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie to you,
Mm-hmm.
because I had finished a relationship, I started a new one. I never make so little money in my whole life, but I did that so we could be together. And we had 6 months, and after that I had nothing, not even a email, nothing, no more work. So it finished in 2018. And then 2019 came, I didn't have any offer. I did over 80 flights, all about business. Work, 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 one after the other. One thing's finished, the other one, things that you never thought would come, it came. So that's what I say again, nothing lasts forever. I was in this flat time, and then boom, it picked up, you know? But it's still my biggest fear not to be able to provide for my family. I think that's number one.
Yeah, man, that's just great. Just never give up. Never give up.
Never, man. Look, it's like a fight. It's like, you know, until the belt is not ting ting, you still can knock somebody out.
Yeah.
Don't give up ever, ever. Go down fighting. That's my honest advice for everyone. Hands up.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Alfredo, man, thank you so much for taking the time, like,
No,
just
thank you, man.
to chat and connect and share, teach. You know, it's really cool. Your story is so inspiring, and you set such a great example out there. How do we follow you? You know,
I'm very active on few platforms now, like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. They are the ones we follow the most. We still have Twitter, but I would say Instagram is deadly_games, and then Twitter is this TikTok is the same. You know, Facebook. The Deadly Games or Deadly.games, because I had to change because I got racked. I had to change, but if you type Deadly Games, you're gonna find me. If you go see, and you're gonna get very inspired by my fiance's story, check her out. It's Flexi Alex on TikTok and Flexi Alexia on Instagram. If you're flexible, if you're young, you wanna do something different, don't let nothing hold you back. You can do whatever your mind says. The mind says, the body obeys.
I love it. Pure gold, pure gold. And the reason we talked is because really, clearly I need to interview her. So
yeah, for sure. Look, I'm telling you, man,
you.
her story is very similar to mine.
Yeah.
She knew what she wants. She had a goal. She had a vision. It was too much for her little city. She said, okay, little city, you cannot take me. I will not take you. And the rest is history.
Love it. Well, you are the man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Let's keep in touch. Be
Let's
able
do
to
it.
watch you and go through the next. So I wish you all the very best, finding work and feeding people and protecting your beautiful family. Nothing but
Hugs
love,
and kisses
brother.
from Las Vegas. God bless you all. Let's stay positive, people. Stay positive.
Stay formidable. Be formidable.
Formidable.
All right, brother. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Love you, man.
Bye.